Welcome, folks. This is Wear and Tear, yet another outdoor and gear review channel. Now, this video is a video answer for Nature Chilled, a channel that recently reached 1,000 subscribers. And congratulations to Corbinian for this accomplishment. It's a fine accomplishment. It shows that you put some effort in it and that you definitely have some creativity and some knowledge going. Otherwise, you wouldn't make it to 1,000 subscribers. So, congratulations. I have to mention that Mr. Bush Bear actually gave me the hint that there is basically a call for video answers. And the topic here is basically what is your favorite knife? And that, of course, is a topic that is near and dear to my heart. First of all, a few words regarding YouTube. YouTube is fine. If you want to enrich your hobby, if you need an outlet for your creativity, if you want to get connected with like-minded, very nice people, share hobbies, that's definitely the way to go in 2020 and beyond. Uh, Earlier times of the internet, it was more into forums, but definitely the way to go to do YouTube content, create wholesome content, where people show an authentic side, especially here on the smaller channels. Now, what are my favorite knives? First of all, I'm doing this video in English because my YouTube channel is in English. I originally created it to stay in contact with my relatives in the US on my wife's side. She's US American. And so I wanted to show them how beautiful Austria is. And that's why I even created this YouTube channel, and because I wanted to have evidence for what I'm doing in the woods all those hours. Now, in this day and age, I'm not as busy in the forests anymore because life has gotten a lot more busier. But I look forward to go out and torture some knives in a few weeks when the weather is better. Now, what are my favorite knives? Um, I have so many knives that I like. One of my all-time favorites is the Cold Steel SR1 Lite. Why? Well, because it's awesome, right? I mean, it is really beautiful. I've used it a lot for all kinds of little jobs, even as an ice pick, because my fridge tends to freeze up, and it does all the jobs just fine. It's just massive, and the steel is basic. It's some kind of ACR 13 MOV, but that's not a problem. It's just a chunker, and it's very stable. I like this over the Cold Steel Formex Scout, and this one you can get for $50. It's an extremely capable, hard-use folder. One of my all-time favorites, and I think I'll get different variants, like different handle colors, whatever. I hope one day they offer that. It's a great offer from Cold Steel. It's not a knife that I carry every day, but I like to carry it. And when I know there's some business coming along, there might be some hard business requests. This one is the one that goes in my pocket most typically, not the Formex Scout. Fun knife. What I like about this knife is cheap, and it's an auto knife. It's the Kalashnikov 74 from Boca, very well known. There are many variations, different handle colors, different steel choices now. I think they have a D2 choice. What I like about this one, it's AUS 8. I got it for free from my cousin. He left it in the dirt for about half a year outdoors. Got a bit rusty, cleaned it up, so you can use it. It's just a fun knife, and it has a lot of wear and tear on it. It's torn and worn, and that makes a knife beautiful in my eyes. It should not look factory new. So awesome knife. If you don't have one of these, you live in Germany, you can't carry them anyways. I feel sorry for you. No, serious. If you don't own one of these, just get one. It's an awesome series of folders, automatic folders. Great knife. One of my all-time favorites. This is a knife just for the sake of being a knife. Unless you have to defend yourself against a horde of, I don't know, wild dogs, of the human variety perhaps, this one is not the right knife. But it's a very well-made, beautiful knife. It's absolutely safe with a secondary lock. This is the Cold Steel Luzon. I mean, it is just, we don't need to talk about this knife. It's very well made. This is the latest variation, I think the newest model, and it's even better than the old ones in terms of build quality. So yeah, this is a knife for people who like knives. This is a very functional knife. This is a beautiful automatic knife. Everyone should own something like that and be able to legally carry it. This is a more expensive knife, the Cold Steel. Damn, that I failed. Great, why do I fail? Anyways, this is the Cold Steel Engage, a great fidgety knife. This is the S35 VN version, so more like a high-end steel, and it has kind of like, what is a lock called? An Atlas lock or something like that. Anyways, it's basically more fidgety than the usual triad locks, and I don't know why this knife doesn't perform right now like it should, because it's maybe it's me, maybe it's because of the angle that I'm trying to play it. I completely fail. Anyways, for my hands, it's almost a little bit small. I wouldn't even dare to give that to Mr. Bush Bear because his hands are way too big. As I told, he has like mutant tentacles, and that's in a friendly manner, but that's the truth. So he can't use half of the knives really that I try to introduce to him. But this is the Cold Steel Engage, awesome knife, and this is very hard use folder that is also fidgetable. It should be fidgetable. I'm just failing at it right now. That's a shame. Okay, yeah. Maybe there's a little bit of dirt in the mechanism, or maybe I'm just incapable. Not a great knife. Yet another cold steel, but dang, it's a counterpoint one. Counterpoint one is just awesome. It's so light, it's super solid, it's slicey, it's stabby. I mean, this thing is really light. Very capable knife. You're prepared for any situation, and there is a bigger version of it, like that big. Okay, so you get into a Luzon territory with the counterpoint one with the bigger version. Yeah, great knife. It's definitely a knife. I also used it as an ice pick, by the way. It's definitely a knife that I like to take out because it's really practical. It doesn't just look cool, it's just awesome knife. Fixed blades. Dekerber strong arm. Yeah, this is a knife that shouldn't cost more than $60. Like more like $100, $120 here in Europe. That's crazy. It's a 420 high carbon steel, very well heat treated and all. Yeah, it's a pry bar, you know, but it has excellent ergonomics, at least for my hands, which are not mutant tentacles. It's ambidextrous. You can use it in any way, in any situation. It just always feels right. It's a survival knife. It's not a bushcraft knife. I have bushcrafted with it. It's super dull. Okay, another fail. I like the sheet system, MOLLE compatible and everything. I mean, there is much more to the sheet system, but I don't care for all that other fluff. I like it like this, like to carry it like that, put it on a backpack, and be done with it. Very light, extremely capable. Definitely the knife that I would like to strand with, if I have to strand. You know, I would prefer not to strand. You know, not to get into a survival situation. But yeah, this is the knife I just take out if I know, you know, I want to build a campsite or something like that. And awesome thing. A work knife. Another Cold Steel, the Cold Steel Voyager. Very capable, super light, super slicey, concave grind, so hollow grind. And yeah, also a Tanto, because I like Tantos. They're actually more practical than people give them credit for. So someone said this looks like a cheap gas station knife. And yes, it should be 20 to 40 bucks. But in Europe, it's more like 60 bucks. And yeah, does it look cheap? No, not to my eyes. It's a super high quality knife in AUS 10A steel, made in Taiwan. Just has the triad lock, and It's just really good ergonomically. So this is the large version. I also have an extra large version, but that's not so practical. So this is one of my favorite knives, especially when I do some kind of construction. On the construction side, it's light, it's 100% secure in any pocket, and it's definitely a safe knife. You can't slide into the blade. Good ergonomics, although it constrains the grip type a little bit. But when I'm working, I would use it like this, or pry something, or scrape something off from somewhere. So good work knife. Yeah, those are my favorite knives, pretty much for the most part. And if I keep looking longer, I will find more favorite knives. So it's pretty pointless exercise. The video would last through the night, and no one wants to listen to me that long. Yeah, with that note, congratulations to 1,000 subscribers. That is really an awesome little accomplishment. And from there on, it only gets harder because YouTube doesn't give you any subscribers for free unless you become a complete clown and manipulate the algorithm. Wouldn't work. So, Mr. Nature Chill, I'll keep checking out your channel a little bit more, and maybe I do a little bit more in the German knife community, but again, more limited to English. So, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Bushbear, for the invitation to the video answer thingy, whatever, train. So I enjoyed that. Wish you guys a good evening or good morning or whatever it is in your time zone. Bye bye.